Good afternoon. So in the next 15 minutes, I would like to take some time so that you can see the platform in action. And as an example, I will take one of the most profound transformation that is happening in the automotive sector. And this transformation is all about the introduction of electric vehicle, autonomous driving, and shared mobility. Now let me ask you one question first. Do you know how many kilometers we need to test and certify a fully autonomous car in the future? Now this question was raised 2 months ago in a big event in Berlin organized by Bosch. And this question was raised to a Bosch executive. I'm not sure Bosch would know exactly how many kilometers it would take, but what he answered, he said that it certainly takes to do 1 billion kilometers a day to actually simulate what's going to be autonomous car in the future. So if you want to do that, there is no way that you can do that in the real world. You will have to put together in a common platform the sum of what you can achieve in the real world and the virtual world to achieve the goal. Now, let's come back to the overall challenge of this sector. I don't think that consumers are expecting more features in their cars, bring by electronic and software. I think that consumers, like you and me, are expecting a total change in terms of experience that you will get to go from point A to point B in the future vehicle, in smart city or elsewhere. So to achieve that, traditional car makers like Hyundai, Toyota, General Motors, Ford, they will have to change. They will have to transform as they want to stay competitive. I'm trying to watch on a daily basis what are the trends, what is being said in different events, articles about autonomous car, electric car, shared mobility. And what I've learned is that there is a brand new industry ecosystem. And this new ecosystem is made of traditional car makers, but also brand new players coming from the high-tech industry. Think about Tesla, Faraday, NIO, Rimac. These new companies are thinking in a totally different way. And by the way, you know what? We are lucky because they are all using our platform. And I will try to explain why they did select the platform to achieve their goal. Now, let me show you on 3 different things what will be the value brought by the platform. And here, I would like to address 3 simple themes: vehicle electrification, driving automation, connected and shared mobility. What do you see here on the screen? You see a platform, right? Now, what do you see in this platform? What is different in this platform compared to the previous platform? The battery. Actually, the battery development is really at the moment the bottleneck of what makes the electric vehicle efficient. So if we want to be successful in the future, we have to improve the way we develop batteries. Now, at Da쏘si스템, we want to be the first to provide a platform to make sure that chemists, they can study material behavior and the way the material will behave at nanoscale within the battery cell. Also, we want simulation analysts to test all the different thermal analysis in the battery pack. And finally, we want engineers vehicle engineers to look at the overall vehicle and to study every single alternatives in order to take the right decision for the complete vehicle electric powertrain optimization. And there is a big value out of it. Reduce lead time, reduce cost, make the right decision, find the right solution, and at the end, simulate virtual, real, autonomous car driving in the same platform. The second challenge is about autonomous driving. You all experience in your car every day more and more advanced driver assistance system. But in the future, we don't even know if we're going to drive the car ourselves. I hope we do, but maybe we don't get driving license anymore. So what do we want to achieve here? We want to make sure first that we imagine what will be the scenario. What it takes if you're going to drive, if you're going to just be in an autonomous car and you want, for example, to make sure that every single scenario is safe, avoiding cyclists, avoiding pedestrians, emergency braking distance. All these different cases need to be carefully analyzed. So you need to imagine the scenario. You need to capitalize on all the different requirements. And you need to make sure that you can easily, for every single requirement, define the right architecture. Architecture is key. In the very early phase of the development, this is where engineers are defining the complete vehicle. This is where you can master the cost of what it will take to actually develop the full vehicle. So today we want to propose an approach whereby you can define the full architecture of your cars, not only the physical car itself, but the functions, the logical systems, to make sure that you can simulate every single situation in the virtual world. This is what we propose to engineers in order to fully make virtual tests in the platform. And you see this test in action. Topic number 3 is about connected and shared mobility, because this transformation will be a lot about data. Engineers need data. If they don't get data, feedbacks, they don't learn about what's going wrong. So today, there is a limited number of test data that they can get, but in the future, they will be able to access many data from the connected cars. And so they will know exactly for every single car what are the different issues, how much they can learn about the issue, what are the different test cases, and it will be a fantastic way to improve the current car development. So we think by big data, connected car data analytics is going to be key for us. And why we want this to be integrated in the platform? Because we want to make sure that there is a feedback loop towards engineering. And by the way, this kind of big data analytics is going to happen also together with smart cities. Smart cities, in the same way we do digital mock-up of vehicle, they will need to have a digital mock-up of the city. And not only that, but they want to be able to visualize mobility data in context of the city. In this case, parking. If you have autonomous car driving into the city, you want to be able to master every kind of data, including parking, and potentially engineers will use also this data to invent new mobility services. And this is why, again, we want this to happen in a common platform. So the conclusion is that what we want to propose here is imagine what will be the storyboard of the new experience for the vehicle. Make sure we have the complete multi-physics, multi-scale simulation. because at the end we want to certify vehicle. Make sure we can master data to learn about every single case, to feedback loop to engineering, and also collaboration in a way that not only you're going to facilitate the exchange within your own company, but also potentially you can partner with brand new company in your ecosystem, not only traditional auto company, but people coming from the world of high-tech or internet. And that will be the real power of the platform here. Thank you very much for your attention.